Hello everybody, this is Milesluigi. Welcome you back to Digressing Sports Commentary Mario Kart 8. Joining me today is...
Wayoshi.
Alright, so I've got just a couple of interesting races here before the next DLC patch, which is a pretty interesting DLC patch. There's a little bit more to it than just, hey, new vehicles, characters, and tracks.
Suddenly, more speed.
More speed. That came completely out of nowhere. I was actually watching that Nintendo Direct, and I don't always have the ability to watch Nintendo Direct because it might be when I'm at work or something like that. But I was watching it, and all of a sudden they were talking like different CCs. All of a sudden, where are you going with this Nintendo 200cc?
Before that, they actually moved up to date, so it's like they realized it was getting a little long in between.
Oh yes, they moved up the DLC dates to what is it, April 27th?
23rd.
Even earlier than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, all of a sudden 200cc. So the game's going to be a little bit faster, and will, if you pay attention to the little trailer they showed of the 200cc, the little thing when you select 200cc says really fast. Braking is crucial. Mario Kart games are typically games where you don't need to brake, so it'll be interesting to actually use the brake.
Yeah, it seems like it might be necessary, but we'll see if people can learn to still drive the best builds without braking or not.
We'll see. If
initially, like today, there was a Ribbon Road 200cc video on Game Explain, and he was having a lot of trouble.
He was. Oh man, but you have to wonder how much the 200cc change will kind of affect the game's actually balance, whether or not certain things still work very well. Like, I'd have to imagine that the game mechanically won't change at all, but you just have to wonder what Nintendo's going to do, you know?
Yeah, you can tell the game mechanically hasn't changed, because like a Mute City, you take the shortcut at the end of the lap, you just stay in the air all the way until the end of the lap. It's kind of... that wasn't intended, but... They did it anyways because they know they want to get some new life into all the tracks here. Which is a good idea.
Oh yeah, just that one announcement, the 200cc thing, I'm like, oh sweet, I'm going to be doing more than playing this DLC one night. I have a goal personally of getting up to 10,000 VR, and like I kind of lost interest in Mario Kart for quite a while now, and I feel like the 200cc will breathe enough life into Mario Kart 8 for me to make it up to that goal.
Especially if lightweight characters do better.
I agree.
Which we'll see. It's hard to tell until I play it, honestly.
Exactly. Those mushrooms at the end kind of just breathed life into me and actually allowed me to beat you because you kind of messed up or got hit at the end there.
I'm trying to remember what happened. I think someone green shelled me at the line or something.
Yikes-ors. But yeah, 200cc with how much different like the turning and everything it'll be. It's like it'll be interesting to see if the max speed kart setups will actually even be able to
yeah, if you have to brake a lot,
decently.
But I guess my question is acceleration better on 200?
Yeah,
naturally.
We won't find out until then.
So much testing to be done, I guess.
Mm-hmm. But we also now know all 8 of the new tracks. We originally just learned of the Animal Crossing track, actually, in the Nintendo Direct, but since then they've announced all the other tracks. A lot of returning tracks, specifically from Mario Kart Super Circuit, the one on the Game Boy Advance, surprisingly.
Yeah, Mario Kart fans or hardcore fans know that GPA usually be given the shaft. It's been generic Bowser's Castles or Mario Circuits for everything since DS, which was able to do 4 from each game at the time. And now suddenly 2 of the most unique tracks from GBA are suddenly all at once.
Mm-hmm. You got the Ribbon Road and the Cheese Mountain. My only disappointment is Cheese Mountain in Mario Kart Super Circuit looks like it's taking place on like an alien planet, and the Mario Kart 8
that's
recreation
funny. The
looks
blue
like
sky kind of makes it look like it's just a cheese land, but I don't know.
Yeah, it does. I'm a little disappointed it's not like the moon or something like that, like it was in Mario Kart Super Circuit, but it still looks like a really fun track otherwise.
Meanwhile, Ribbon Road is now in some giant kid's room. It's making me think what giant enemy would work. Who would be in that room? But I couldn't think of an enemy.
A giant Bowser?
Well, it has to be a kid. Giant baby Bowser? I don't know.
I totally messed up that bomb throw. I threw it right into the bridge instead of right in front of the bridge, which was my goal, because, you know, that bridge is a small passageway, and if I could get a bomb there, it would have blew up a bunch of people, but I messed up that throw horrendously, really badly. But they decided to bring in another F-Zero track, Big Blue, and I saw a little trailer in that track. That track is really fun.
Also a one-lap track.
Yeah, one lap. It's actually kind of like Wario. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name right now. Mount Wario, where it's not even a lap; it's just a straight shot, and then at the end you just end.
When I watched a video of it, there's on both that and the new Woods course, there's going to be water currents like Koopa Cape, where you're going to want to stay in the center to get your speed boost.
Yeah, like even in this game, there's Piranha Plant Slide that has a couple of water currents.
Really, the only one is not a big deal. It seems to be a bigger deal. And that's always been a nice extra mechanic.
Exactly. Let's see here. There's, of course, the Animal Crossing track, which, well, we'll see. I haven't seen the actual track itself. And then what other tracks are returning? I feel like we're missing at least one or two.
Your Baby Park came true.
That's right! Baby Park!
That rumor. I remember that rumor came out on the DLC one day because they data mined it, but then everyone kind of just forgot about it because the DLC 2 was so far away. And then, I guess, on Monday it was a slow news day and everyone picked it back up again. Then they discovered it came from Game FAQ, so it was fake, but then it was real, so, the end. And Neo Bowser City was also in there, data mining, which I never really liked that course that much, but it's okay. That course is like rain and drifting well, but it's kind of simple. I don't know. It's a really twisty course where you turn a lot, and as you mentioned, drift, and the rain makes drifting a little bit different. I personally really like that course because I did really well on that course in Mario Kart 7. We'll see exactly how well it plays on Mario Kart 8. Baby Park is all anti-gravity, which I guess makes sense. Keep it as crazy as you can without giant Koopa shells. I did like the music I heard. Instead of a continuous loop, the music gets a little faster every lap, and then the final lap does the coda and a super fast mode and super fast playback. Although it's going to be insane on 200cc, the entire race is under a minute if you race well. So I'm like, uh-oh, this random green shell is just going to hit me and then I'm going to lose.
That's definitely going to be a thing in that track. Like originally in Mario Kart Double Dash, like if Bowser Jr. gets a giant Koopa shell, that thing just flew across Baby Park and practically hit everyone usually. So we'll see that track though. Like if it ever comes up on a poll online and it gets chosen, it's like
it'll get chosen a lot for at least initially.
It'll get chosen a lot, at least initially, and it'll be, the item boxes are practically going to determine this race. Because if
Who dodges the lightning?
Who dodges the lightning and gets the star? That's probably going to determine the winner on that track. The stars and the lightnings and the blue shell, maybe. Which I guess you could say the same as the other
Some
Mario
people
Kart
are going to
tracks.
hate it, some people are going to love it. That's why they put it in, I guess, from the beginning. I'm just glad they listened to hardcore fans on GBA, at least. So that's
true.
Been years coming.
They knew that track was one of the more iconic tracks from Mario Kart.
At least more unique, I guess.
Yeah, the whole 7 laps thing. The only other track that I could think that was really iconic, that was left out was Waluigi Pinball.
And I was just in 7. We now have Neo Bowser City, so everything's open now. So, yeah.
That's true, but otherwise it seems like this Mario Kart game has pretty much every iconic returning Mario Kart track. Pretty much. Not all of them, pretty much. And that's pretty cool that DLC has extended this game's life as long as it has, and, we'll see if Nintendo decides to release more characters. I don't expect them to release more tracks.
We'll see. It seems like Smash Bros. Is starting in earnest on DLC, so if it's working.
If it's working and people are willing to spend money, it will not surprise me.
They're already advertising those amiibos in the Ribbon Road track. So.
Oh, you beat me. My piranha plant didn't eat you. But yeah, we'll see. I am personally expecting they'll probably do more characters for Mario Kart 8, but I highly doubt they would do more tracks for this game. I think this game is, it's reaching that year-old launch point. I think Nintendo's happy with a lot of the current DLC for this game, and yeah, as you mentioned, Smash Brothers DLC, we'll see what Nintendo does with that, but the whole polling for which character do you want in Smash Brothers? I have to wonder how many garbage votes they get in that. Like, I want Goku in Smash Brothers.
I know there's still people who want Geno, which is so old now.
Oh man, that was a huge thing.
That was a huge thing in Brawl.
Brawl is like everyone wanted Geno. I remember like reading this big long thread. I forgot what website it was. It probably is a website that doesn't exist anymore. And like why Geno should be in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and here would be his moveset and everything. I'm pretty confident Geno is half the rights of Square Enix. Not that that would stop Nintendo. They've shown interest in possibly including third-party characters, but still. I decided to choose this Rainbow Road at the end. First things first, actually, this play session that I did with Wayoshi, I actually performed relatively poorly. The races you're seeing were the races where I didn't perform relatively poorly, admittedly. But I also wanted to include Rainbow Road because I think this will be the absolute most difficult track on your 200cc. The turns on this track are already really difficult to do, and like you have hairpin turns, that last turn at the end there, and just altogether this track seems like it'll be the absolute most difficult in 200cc.
Don't use your mushrooms, I guess. In fact, already you don't want to use mushrooms on these turns. So
I'm just going to say the very first turn there, that 8 turn, because if you look at the map, it looks like the number.
Probably
8.
on purpose.
Probably on purpose. I already have trouble with that turn, sometimes falling off that turn, so just throw 200cc into the mix, and it's just, ugh. And combine the fact that I am on a bike. I have to wonder if, due to the needing the braking and the better handling, how much better or worse the bikes will fare. I'd have to imagine they will fare a little better because of the handling and the inside drifting, being able to get into turns quicker.
Be interesting if Yoshi and Yoshi bike suddenly becomes the best. Finally. Actually, I'll hope for that now.
We'll hope for that. Just because then I can actually start using the phrase, look at Yoshi's go-kart really go. Well, it wouldn't be a go-kart.
The pipe frame has good handling too. I'd probably try to use that too. Still.
That's true, but I've wanted to say that, but due to the way the weight differences are in this game and the fact the heavyweights are so much better, you are almost always Wario, although you're Yoshi currently.
Yeah, I kind of fooled around. I don't care about VR much. But if Yoshi ends up being great in 200, that's fine with me.
But here we go, we're routing the last turn here. Milesluigi has pulled triple green shells, and triple green shells end up not actually amounting to a whole bunch. Maybe it hits someone behind him, but I finished in 4th. I was in 6th, so 2 people must have wiped out. Hooray! But that should about do it. The next Digressing Sports Commentary, Mario Kart 8, will almost certainly be DLC 2. I can actually guarantee that, because I actually don't think I'm playing the game for until the DLC gets released. So everybody look forward to that, okay?
Yep.
Thank you again, Wayoshi, for joining me. This has been Milesluigi.
And Wayoshi. Goodbye.